Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Object detection is a fundamental vision task that involves identifying and localizing objects in an image. Among them, real-time object detection is an important field and has a wide range of applications such as autonomous driving, sports, etc. With the development of the last few years, YOLO detectors have taken a lot of attention from the community. And then we saw this project RT-DETR, which the previous version I already have covered on the channel if you're interested, and that was quite impressive too. This new version, which is the version 2 of the same project, is an improved real-time detection transformer, and it builds upon the previous state-of-the-art detector which I just showed you. This new one opens up a set of a bag of freebies for flexibility and practicality, as well as optimizing the training strategy to achieve enhanced performance, as you can see in this diagram. To improve the flexibility, they have suggested setting a distinct number of sampling points for features at different scales in the deformable attention to achieve selective multi-scale feature extraction by decoder. And we are going to install this locally in free Google Colab, and we will see how it works. You can use the same instructions to install it in your local system on Jupyter Notebook, or simply throw all the code in your Python script and it should work fine. I will also be sharing the link to the notebook so you can also follow along. One cool thing about this new version is that it removes the deployment constraints typically associated with other detection transformers. They also have shared the training strategy where they have proposed dynamic data augmentation and scale adaptive hyperparameters customization to improve performance and any loss of speed. So let's try to get it installed and we will see how it works. Let me also give a huge shout out to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentBot. AgentBot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. I'm going to install it in Google Colab. You can also go to colab.google.com, and then you can simply go to runtime, change the runtime type to free Google GPU, and then let's start the installation. So first up, you can see that I am installing and upgrading the transformer with couple of other packages, and it is going to take a bit of a time as it upgrades everything and then builds it, and everything is done. Thankfully no errors, that is good. Next up, let's load the model and image processor. There are various versions of it which you can check on Hugging Face, but I'm just going to go with this one. Also, the size of the model is fairly small, so even if you don't want to use GPU, you can simply use it on your CPU, because it is not really a full-blown vision model. All it is doing is some object detection, and you can see the size is just 172 meg. That's it. And while we were talking, model has already been downloaded. Okay, and now let's grab our image. You can use any image you like. I'm just going to grab this image from this URL. This is just a scene from a city center. Okay, so the image looks good. And next up, as is the case with these image detectors, first we need to make a forward pass where we are forwarding the pixel value through the model in order to obtain the logits and predicted bounding boxes. Logits are just raw probabilities, and then we can simply import our torch and stuff, and these are the model inputs which we have just passed. That is also done, and now we can post process and visualize. So for visualizing the results, all you need to do is to just give it very simple code which they have shared in their notebook. This is the one, so let me run it. And next, now we need to visualize it through matplotlib, and I would suggest that you go with the matplotlib like this, where we are importing it and then we are putting in some colors for visualization. And this is a very standard plotting function which is doing this visualization on some of the coordinates, and then it is showing it off, and then you can plot the results with the function which we have just defined. And look at this while it runs. There you go. So it has detected lot of objects in very high precision. So all of the objects which have been detected have these bounding boxes and the coordinates there. Vehicles, humans, even some of the other objects. Looks really cool. And one thing is quite interesting, that it hasn't gone up that much really, like these objects, but I think these might be a bit far, but looks really cool to me. Now that was one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is through transformers library and pillow. For that, all you need to do is to use this code where we are using transformers pipeline, which we have also used in other models if you have been following my channel. And then we are simply using that annotated image. So if I run it, you can see the same result but with transformers library. But as you can see that it's not as, I would say, grounded, but still I would still use this one because this makes it easier, and most of the stuff already gets covered easily. As you can see here, it is also detecting these objects at traffic light, person, backpack. This was really interesting. And then handbag. Now handbag is here, but it's not really putting on this kit, but also on this. It is just overlaying on top of this object here. Another handbag, which is quite interesting. And in another example, I have used this local image from my system. This is a local image, and if you then use the image processor, post process it, and then when we draw it through matplotlib, it shows us this result where it has identified the whole truck and the people in there, and even the dog in the back. So it looks really cool, and even the suitcase. Real good stuff. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think about this new improved version of DETR v2. If you like the content, please do me a favor and share it among your network, as it helps a lot. If you're already subscribed, then please share it on social media and wherever you like, because that is the only marketing I do and it helps a lot. So, and I highly appreciate your support. Thank you very much.